I feel like dancing right now, honestly. I feel like jumping, shouting, screaming because this is beautiful. And I hope a lot of Africans can learn from this. And I hope a lot of Africans will actually see this particular video because at the end of the day, this is what we need to do. Honestly, the simple thing you need to do is just to appreciate these black Americans that are putting the work, the effort for you to be there to enjoy every single thing. I want to say shout out to every single content creators in this particular video that I'm about to stitch out for you guys. And I want to say shout out to every single black Americans out there. I love you, I appreciate you, I honor you. In fact, every single thing about me is screaming I love you, okay? And this is not just me saying it because I have a black American mom and a black American dad. I am saying this from the depth of my heart. I'm sending love, hope to every single black Americans out there. Honestly, I'm proud of these African people. And guys, let's watch so that you guys can also drop me your comments in the comment section. Credits belong to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And let's just go and watch. Let me not say so much, okay? Let's go.
Now, before I jump into this video, I want to take some time to give a deep appreciation to the people that made it possible for us to be here. The people that made it possible for us to dream. The people that made it possible for us to leave our home countries and come over here and, come over here to benefit from the opportunities that America has to offer to us. I want to take this time to give a special appreciation to the American people, especially the black American people that made it possible for any race to come to America and chase their dream.
I'm all black on black today. It's giving, can I crash your Black Panther party? No, you can't sit with us. That's a Forrest Gump reference, by the way. I just want to honor, celebrate, pay homage to black Americans. Even though I am black and I am an American, I'm also a transnational, meaning that I still have strong ties, strong roots to my homeland. I am a first generation daughter of immigrants. So even though I am black and American, I am also enjoying the benefits of the blood, sweat, tears that were shed by black Americans to acquire and secure the civil rights that we have right now as blacks in America. I just want to express gratitude to the people, to the history, to the leaders, to the culture for paving the way, really, and fighting for the conditions that would allow my people to immigrate, not on slave ships, but on planes, to immigrate and come here and to be able to walk around freely and to be able to vote and to be able to go to school and get a quality education and to be able to go to quality hospitals and to be able to exercise civil rights that we would not have otherwise had unless black Americans fought for them and fought for their freedom dreams and believed in the vision that they had for a just society, for an equitable society. We are in their debt. We are in debt to those leaders. And I'm not just talking about like Martin Luther King. I'm talking about every single person throughout black American history that ever said no, right? That ever had the courage to resist, to protest, to lay their life down and decided that putting their life in danger to fight these oppressive racist systems was worth it. It was worth it for their future generations. And they didn't know that they were just doing it for their future generations. They were also doing it for us, those of us who lived in the diaspora and who had dreams of migrating for a better life, for more resources, for quality education, what have you. So today we say thank you. We stand by you. We stand in solidarity for the continued struggle, and we know that you stand in solidarity for our struggles as well. May we continue to unite. May we continue to dismantle any systems, any rhetoric, any ideologies that seek to tear us apart. May we continue to grow in understanding of one another, in empathy of one another across the diaspora. Yeah. It's power to the people every day.
There's this subtle message that's been discussed about Black Americans and Africans who've migrated to first world, and I'll say specifically to the USA. And it's a very emotive subject. And I think what people are seeing out there, or the information that's out there, is not the true sentiments that people feel. I'm here to address the topics that are discussed in in the table rooms or in the dinner tables of both Africans and Black Americans, because there's a disparity about how both of us feel. But we must acknowledge that the benefits that we reap as Africans when you come to the USA is driven by the sacrifices that Black Americans have made to get us where we want. Don't start from even the harassment by the cops. Start with the city ordinances that make your business thrive. Don't think about the affirmative action that get you in places, in colleges for yourself and for your school. And all the benefits that you reap, basically, it's because the Black Americans who came here before us sacrificed for, and they made the way for you. That's why when you start a business, it becomes so easy. You can go get a license, start up a place, the basics are already set up for you. So when you come here and thrive, don't ignore the work that has been done or the ground that has been prepared for you to prosper in the USA. As a person who runs a business that's predominantly supported by Black Americans, I'm here to say that they are good people. You just have to be gentle, nice, good, understanding, and understand that there's a disparity between how we were raised up back in Africa and how they are raised up here. We came here as hungry tigers. We came here from a disadvantage, and we took advantage of the things that we took advantage of the things that were here. Having said that, we came here as a hungry tiger, ready to reap the fresh of what we found here. So we took advantage. Most of us went to college. We acquired some information. We were fast runners because we wanted to set our foot on the ground running. So that is why even in places of work, even in corporate, you see Africans start low, but they rise up very, very, very fast because they take advantage of the school loans, college funded benefits from the college. So we go to school and we get degrees, and then we come and rise up. The later you become the managers of the people that you used to work with. And that doesn't agger well with the Black Americans, because historically they've been oppressed. They are mentally not prepared to hustle. Their families are defranchised. They have historical problems, and they've been hampered in so many ways from developing. But Africans who come here, we come on a clean slate. We come from a foreign land. We come here and we find opportunities, and we run with. We get the bull by the horns and run with it. But Black Americans also label Africans as people who are slow thinkers, because our accent actually makes us look like we don't think or we don't have a rational understanding of how things are. But most of Africans play fool. You start your business, you grow it slowly, and as long as you give good services, you attract Black Americans, and they come and support you. And by the way, they are very loyal customers. But don't shortchange them. Don't take their foolishness or kindness for granted. Give them the services. Don't show any arrogance. Be your brother's keeper. Be your sister's keeper. Be nice to them. Understand where they are coming from. Support them as much as you do. Because, like I say, education-wise, they are not as well level-headed as we are. I work in a business where I even help Black Americans fill up simple paperwork that I can do effortlessly. I don't even charge them. I'll help them fill up the paperwork like it's a bank information. I do a lot of clerical work for them. And to me, it's part of giving back. So I've never felt like they are lesser than me. And out of that, I've made very good friends. I have friends that I visit even after business. I interact with them. I've been to their families, weddings, funerals, name it. And I'm very comfortable with them. Before I plunged into that, I was in the corporate world, and I never used to interact with them. But once you interact with them, you find the sweetness in them. They are very understanding people, but you must respect them and know where they're coming from, and understand that you are who you are, or you're doing well because of them. And if people can have that understanding and teach them where we come from. Most of them don't even understand the geography of Africa, so they think Africa is just one place when they don't. When Africa has about 54 countries, they don't understand. Some people are like, have ever even asked, are you from Nigeria or Africa? So educate them, teach them, be nice to them, don't look down on them, and you reap benefits. So this boycott in August, as long as you do things right, as long as you have maintained your respect with them, it will go on. All this hype all this hullabaloo that's out there, or just fizzle out. Asanteni, David Karaja here.
Hey man, before Black History Month ends, you know it's the last week. I just want to give thanks to all the black people in the world, bro. We are the strongest people in the world, and we are beautiful too. So, all the black people, man, this is love to y'all. Literally, we need love. We need everybody to gas us up. We need everybody to support each other because we are the strongest support systems. So, celebrate this weekend. It's the last week. Celebrate. Do something with your family, friends. Go adventure. Do something to make yourself feel better. You know what I'm saying? We deserve it. We deserve it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, just, give love out, support businesses, black-owned businesses, and all that. So, we are the best. We are the most beautiful people in the world, and we are the best people in the world. So I hope you know that. And I just wanted to come out here and, give thanks. Give thanks to the black community.
Africans to Black America, our eternal gratitude. In every African family, there is at least one child carrying a name inspired by Black America. You will hear of boys called Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Toussaint Louverture, Mike Tyson, Jackson, Snoop, Tupac, Michael Jordan, Denzel Washington, Jazzy, Chris Brown, Lil Wayne. Of course, we have a lot of Kanye West in Africa streets. You will see little girls named Beyoncé, Rihanna, Harriet, Rosa. And beyond the children, our schools, our streets, our community centers, many of them are named after Black American and Caribbean heroes. Toussaint Louverture, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., Maya Angelou, Bob Marley. This is not a coincidence. It is proof. Africans never stopped loving you, Black America. When colonial powers shut down our media and tried to silence Africa's story, the only community that kept the flame of dignity alive was you, Black Americans. When they told the world that Africa was weak, broken, and helpless, it was your voices, your music, your protest, your strength that told a different story. Think about it. When the Chinese government wanted to honor an artist, they chose Michael Jackson. The whole world sang his songs. And in Africa we said, "Thank you, Black America, for being our lantern in the darkness." The little respect Africa holds in global consciousness, the small window where people pause and think, maybe black people are not what the stereotypes say. That respect was built by you, Black Americans. Through jazz, through hip-hop, through civil rights, through your victories in sports, film, science, and politics, you reminded the world that blackness is not weakness, it is greatness. To every African listening, never forget that when our struggle for liberation needed light, Black America carried the torch. And to every Black American listening, know this, whether you see it or not, whether the media tries to erase it or not, you are honored here, on this continent. You are not just an inspiration, you are our definition. You are proof that no matter how heavy the chains, no matter how strong the oppressor, black people rise. So to those still blind, to those who mock, to those who deny, open your eyes. The bridge between Africa and Black America is not built on politics. It is built on blood, on sacrifice, on rhythm, on resilience. From the villages of Ghana to the cities of Nigeria, from the mountains of Ethiopia to the coastlines of Togo, we say, thank you, Black America. Thank you for showing the world that we are not weak, we are not stupid, we are not broken. We are powerful, we are beautiful, and we are one.
When I say that when I lived in America, Black Americans were my favorite people, it is extremely important that we do not confuse that phrase with favoritism. There is absolutely no favoritism with me, chair. Hell nah. Like I've mentioned so many times before, humans and shit, myself included. And I've done so many episodes in the past breaking down why I always say that human and shit, essentially breaking down the illusory nature of this realm and humans in general. And through God Almighty who strengthens me, I'm going to be breaking it down further as I continue with my series on existential philosophy. So stay tuned. Please, it is extremely important that we do not confuse that phrase for me saying that Black Americans are better. Absolutely hell motherfucking no, bitch. We're all in pain. All of us. Every single matter of fact, not just black people, humans in general. And I'm coming for white people, who I'm going to break it down as to how white people are also victims of white supremacy. We're all in this shit together, okay? Through God Almighty who strengthens me, by the time I'm done, hey, Father, we thank God. This only applies to me specifically. Maybe somebody else can relate, but I'm talking about me, Uche Chukwu, specifically. America is the country that I've spent the most time of my life in, not Nigeria. And considering the fact that black Americans are the most prevalent black people in America, because that's your home, it makes sense for my psyche to naturally gravitate towards them. They are the majority of the black people in their own country, because it's their home. Initially, just like everybody else, I saw their pain. Yes, I do. Who cannot see their pain? And it seemed familiar to me because I know exactly what it feels like to be the black sheep of your family. I was the black sheep of my family, and I'm still the black sheep. Matter of fact, I even got blacker. We thank God. Because I lived in America for such a long time, they became a mirror to me. And in looking at the mirror, observing their pain, eventually and inevitably, I started to see the beauty in them and subsequently the beauty in myself. Because I recognized a similar pattern between them and me. Now, this couldn't have happened for Uche in Nigeria because Nigeria does not have the factors or systems necessary for Uche to be able to achieve that level of becoming. But America does. America pushes and promotes individuality and authenticity to be yourself. Nigeria pushes and promotes collectivity and conformity and shaming authenticity. America also rewards people who get the assignment of capitalism, while America strategically and systemically punishes those who do not deliver. Now, considering the fact that there's a lot of pain in America, which is as a result of America's dark history, which we're all supposed to pretend didn't happen and get over it, perpetuated by systemic racism and inequality, it makes sense that not everybody is willing to give their energy to dance to Uncle Sam. Now, Uncle Sam also knows that these people who refuse to play still maintain their energy, and that energy can be potentially dangerous. So what Uncle Sam does is pacify them by dangling vices in front of them. Vices that are strategically packaged to look like success, individuality, authenticity, but truly a Trojan horse designed to keep you perpetuating your own pain into your own suffering, so that the narrative will be maintained as there's something inherently wrong with them. They are the problem, even though really the problem is that you broke these people, refuse to acknowledge it, and refuse to put in the exact same energy to reverse that brokenness. Because GDP is more important than quality of living. We thank God. You cannot serve two masters at once. You cannot serve money and God at the same time. God is love. In God we trust. We thank God. So, as a result of me, Uche, an immigrant black person being in America, amongst black Americans, which is their home, I get to see all of them. The good, the bad, the in-between, the nasty, the up, the down, the every fucking thing. This is what happens when you go to somebody's home. Imagine you go to a club and you see somebody, a man or a woman, they look good, head to toe. What you are seeing is just one side of them. Until you go to their home, you get to see all of them. You get to see how their walls look, how their toilet looks, if they forgot to flush the toilet, child, if they did not mop, if it smells, if the roof is leaking. That's what happens when you are in somebody's home. You get to see all of them. As Uche, I have always been picky with my people. It's always been like that, and it will always be like that. My gratitude for black Americans does not mean that I hung out with literally every single black American. No. It just so happened that most of the people that I hung out with, as a matter of fact, I usually just keep to myself, child. But when I'm not with myself and when I'm not by myself, the people that I tend to spend time with the most happen to be black Americans, my kind of people. White people were too foreign to me. I couldn't relate. There's just a gap there. You know, shout out to all the white people, child. The Latinos, they got their own thing going on, and the Asians, child, hell nah. And do you know what it is about the black Americans that I hung out with that I found very, very, very attractive? They were not afraid to be. Because what else is there? Something that a lot of the world judge them for. Because truly, what else is there? Capitalism? Something I couldn't find in a lot of my own Nigerian people in America. There was always an element of fear. Fear. And also the fact that a lot of you people were just comfortable, which it didn't make any sense to me. We're immigrants. We're not Americans. I'm not American. Naturalized, yes, but I'm not American by birth. You're not supposed to go to somebody else's country, somebody else's home and get comfortable while your own home is on fire. maybe I'm just a weirdo, but we thank God. And I tried, though. I tried. I actually did try to connect with a lot of Nigerians in America. I actually did try. But I noticed I was always ridiculed one way or the other, or I'd be pedestalized. It's usually one of those. Either pedestalized, which to me, like, the reason why you're pedestalizing me is because I'm just being myself. You can do the exact same thing. You're just afraid. Be yourself. There's nothing special. You can do the exact same thing. Or I get the other people who disregard me because he's doing too much. He's doing too much. Oh, he thinks he's better. He thinks he's a wannabe. He's an akata wannabe. Do you know how many times I got that? Do you know how condescending that shit is? Do you know how hurtful that shit is? And the only way to get along with a lot of these people is to just show up and agree with them. Just agree. Whatever the fuck they're saying, just agree. Politics, so yes, Tinubu is the problem. Buhari is the problem. Oh, Akata, they're the problem. Those people, it's just agree. Engage in all kinds of conversations that I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with this conversation. I will not remember this shit tomorrow. I will not remember your name. I wouldn't even remember your face because whatever the fuck is coming out of your mouth, I don't care. But we'll size each other up. Competition. Yeah, I don't want to do it again. And I'm very, very aware that I'm generalizing. There are Nigerians who do not conform to this nonsense. Yes, that is very true. But those people are very, very, very far in between. Like, it's so rare to meet those. Like, when I meet those kind of Nigerians, and they typically tend to be Nigerians born and raised in America. I've noticed that. It is extremely rare, Chineke, I'm being dead ass, for me to find a Nigerian, especially a Nigerian man who was born and raised in Nigeria, who I actually genuinely, on a much deeper level, like in my soul, not just on a surface, so like connect with. Like, after this interaction, I look at you like, damn, I am so grateful to meet you. Like, praise the heavens. That is extremely rare. And there's a problem with that picture. But imagine as Nigerians or Africans or humans in general, we're not afraid to be ourselves. Of course, while being humble and respectful, but we're not afraid to be ourselves because we believe in ourselves, in body, mind, and spirit. That is authenticity. They say life is the best teacher. That is true. And I always say, as long as you are alive, class is in session. It is not a coincidence that you meet anybody at all. So if you and I are within each other's consciousness, class is in session. How the fuck would I learn from you when you're too busy being anything but yourself, and vice versa? What the fuck is this shit? Let me show you a visual. Get one to hold your ears. This is authenticity. It follows the exact same pattern. Always. The only difference is from which perspective or angle you look at it from. It might appear different, but it will always be the exact same pattern. Always. For example, this is 6. This is 9. The exact same pattern. From this angle, it's 6. From this angle, it's 9. But it's literally the exact same pattern. At first, these look different depending on the direction you're looking at them from, but they're the exact same pattern. Literally the exact same. Like I've mentioned before, humans can only perceive reality from their own subjective view, not objective, because objective reality is always hidden from humans. So dogma is born when this human is saying, I am 9 and I am the truth. And because you are 6, you are wrong. And this one is saying, I am 6 and I am the truth. And because you're 9, you are wrong. And then they start fighting each other. But in humility, when you are still, you come to see that you both complete each other. You're meant to meet right here, right now. In humility, it will trigger empathy. Empathy is love, divine love. If all of these people, irrespective of their backgrounds, their perspectives, are humble enough to recognize each other's backgrounds, that will trigger empathy or divine love. This is why the Bible said, when 2 or more are gathered in my name, I am there. But the ego knows this, and it doesn't want that because it wants to divide and conquer. Because in your stillness, you come to see how you are powerful together. Imagine these are Black Americans. Imagine these are Caribbeans. Imagine these are Africans. Imagine these are Black people in Europe. Imagine these are Black people in Australia. Imagine the power we can yield. We thank God. Imagine the power the entire human race can yield. Hey, Father, we really, really thank God. Now, stay tuned for part 2 so that I can break it down to you why Uchechukwu, I am personally attracted to authenticity. If you are not yourself, my dear, you are wasting your time with me. The best you can and will ever get from me will always be a performance. Until you get tired and fuck off, you gotta come correct. So stay tuned. I'm loving this whiteboard chair. Ooh, chair.
Africans, let me help y'all to understand something. You come to this country, you look down on Black Americans when you forget that truly it's your fault that we went into slavery. You allow somebody to come into our land, lie to you, frustrate you, and now here we are. So you want to come here and take over their culture. Let me tell you something. When they start deporting people, you'll be the first to go. And then you'll be looking for help. Stop the nasty. Stop the nasty. You're looking down on Black Americans when they're the ones that stayed here and established something for you to be able to come back to. Stop that. In fact, don't worry. You're not too Congo satif and lie. That means that they are too gossip, stealers, and liars. Get it together.
A message to all black communities. Worldwide. Recently, we have witnessed heated arguments on social media between Africans and African Americans, accusations, insults, and division. Let us be clear, this conflict is not born from our people, but from manipulation designed to weaken us. Here is the truth. Africa is the most resource-rich continent in the world. For centuries, powerful nations have exploited Africa, stealing its resources, destabilizing its governments, and introducing division to keep control. Today, those same strategies continue through misinformation, disease, terrorism, and psychological warfare. A few months ago, even a US AFRICOM general, himself a black American, made false accusations against President Ibrahim Traoré, claims designed to delegitimize African leadership and unity. These tactics are not new. They are part of a larger plan to ensure black people never stand together in strength. But something happened that shook the system. For the first time in a long time, Africans, African Americans, Caribbeans, and black people across the world raised one voice, protesting together, continent to continent, village to city. That unity terrified those who benefit from our division. And now, we see new attempts to sow distrust among us. Do not fall into the trap. This so-called social media war between Africans and African Americans is manufactured. It is not real. It is designed to keep us distracted from our true power. My call to action: stand together as one people, across borders. Refuse to insult, attack, or disrespect each other. Recognize the manipulation for what it is. Focus on our collective liberation, our shared future, and our global strength. We are one people. We are stronger united. The world fears nothing more than a united black voice. Do not give them what they want, division. Unity is our greatest weapon.
Anyways, welcome back, guys. And before I say anything I want to say Black Americans are courageous, they are resilient, they are strong, they are visionaries, they are determined, they are fearless, they are inspirational, they are groundbreaking, they are historic, they are transformational, they are brilliant, they are powerful, they are influential, they are pioneering, they are enduring, they are unstoppable, they are radiant, they are gifted, they are creative, they are innovative, they are bold, they are faithful, they are united, they are revolutionary, they are victorious, they are powerful, they are noble, they are honorable, they are legendaries, they are cultural giants, they are world shaping, they are freedom fighters, they are justice seekers, they are change makers, they are history makers, they are nation builders, they are community builders, they are leaders, they are protectors, they are advocates, they are voice of the truth, they are beacon of hope, they are symbol of strength, they are architecture of progress, they are champion of equality, they are defender of dignity, they are pillars of perseverance, they are examples of excellence, they are model of grace, they are source of inspiration, they are builders of opportunity, they are standard bearer, they are path cleaners, they are clearers, they are legacy carriers, they are freedom architectures, they are culture shapers, they are trend setters, they are peace builders, they are barrier breakers, they are dream achievers, they are faith driven, they are spirit lead, they are respected, they are admired, they are celebrated, they are honored, they are valued, they are cherished, they are appreciated, they are remarkable, they are outstanding, they are magnificent, they are uplifting, they are encouraging, they are supportive, they are economic minders, community minders, they are generous, they are selfless, they are committed, they are dedicated, they are principled, they are purpose driven, they are strong willed, they are passionate, they are determined, they are impactful, they are influential leaders, they are historical voices, they are cultural torch bearers, they are defining generations, they are builders of bridges, they are protectors of rights, they are the voice for the voiceless, they are the agents of transformation, they are the legends creators, they are the living testimonies of resilience, and they are the blessings to the world. Words fail me to be able to tell you more about who Black Americans are. And I want to say a very big thank you for every single opportunity Black Americans have done to pave way for Africa, and to every single African that understood their struggles, that understood their pains, that understood their words. God super bless you. Black Americans, you guys are good. Please do not mind whatsoever diaspora what that has been happening. I just hope this video find a lot of Africans out there so that they can be able to realize and also understand the struggles of Black Americans. I love you guys so much from the depth of my heart, and I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you supporting, liking, commenting on this channel, dropping super thanks, joining membership. I appreciate you guys. You guys are absolutely the best. Honestly, Sonia, please don't get emotional. We love you guys from the depth of our hearts. We love you. Forget about what other Africans have been doing to tarnish our image. Forget about what other people has been saying to make you people look like you people do not have culture, people are not important. I want to tell you from the depth of my heart that a lot of Africans out there also appreciate you guys. These are just small videos that I've been able to stitch. If I said I will keep stitching, I will stitch 100 over 100 over 100, and I will not even stop stitching videos of people appreciating you. I don't want you to see that you are not appreciated. You are loved by Africans. Okay, so let the little Africans that are not doing well, that are making us look as if we are bad, not affect those of us that are good. Thank you so much, Black Americans, and God bless you guys. And I love you guys from the depth of my heart. I think I've said this word, I love you over and over again. Let me know what you think about this video. Credit belongs to original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And guys, with that being said, with no further ado, I do like I always say in my videos, I'm going to be Simba, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Black Americans, God bless you guys. Mwah.